We have with us in the studio the founder of Rise Networks, a leading data and artificial intelligence for development social enterprise. Back in 2003, she was named by Forbes as one of the 20 most powerful young women in Africa. In 2023, Toyosi was recognized as one of the top 30 global artificial intelligence ambassadors. She co-produced Africa's first feature film on the fast-rising profile of its youth, especially girls, in using tech innovation, including artificial intelligence and other STEM skills to tackle some of the continent's biggest problems under the company Makemation. Welcome with us, Toyosi Akerele Ogunsiji. Welcome to the show.
I'm super glad to
Good
be
to
here.
have you.
Thank you for
We've been
having
seeing Makemation artificial everywhere. Yeah. What is wrong with this girl? Where is she? What is AI again? We are still trying to. We've entered Hollywood, and then you take us to
that's the idea.
I say
to make sure that Nigeria is not at the bottom of the pyramid within the global agenda of the fourth industrial revolution. Yeah. But to simplify it in a way that makes it fun, makes it relatable, makes it exciting for the next generation and their parents. Like we shouldn't stop the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas.
Before we go into the movie, let's start with your interest in artificial intelligence. Yeah. I know you went to Harvard, you came back, you had some projects here and there, and suddenly I started seeing AI, and I'm thinking, what happened? We switched from going to the north, doing some giving out. I'm wondering, what's the connection? Tell us, how did it start?
I like the way you introduced the fact that Makemation is the film that would sort of mainstream the way young people use technology to solve problems in a very simple, fun, exciting, and relatable way. Because at the end of the day, technology in itself is not as useful if you're not applying it to solving some of our local problems: healthcare, education, transport, infrastructure, power. And I mean, in 2017, I took a career break to go and take my master in public administration at the Harvard University Kennedy School of Government, and I had the privilege to cross-register to MIT to take a course called Regional Entrepreneurial Innovation Program, which was taught by our Associate Dean, Fiona Murray, who was leading the Innovation Council of the Queen of England. So she is the one who sort of introduced me to a book called Startup Nation. And that book basically chronicles how Israel became a global superpower, leveraging technology and innovation. And for me, I mean, you know that my entire career journey has always been, how do we make Nigeria better through youth development, education development, edutech, innovation and all that. So I was always thinking, all these things I've learned here, how do I take it back home? And I mean, Dean Fiona Murray was just clear about the fact that of all the technologies of the fourth industrial revolution, artificial intelligence has the most transformative potential. And so that sort of kickstarted my interest and my career trajectory in AI. I realized that technology is very important, but artificial intelligence is so potent. In 2023, when the UK government hosted the first AI Safety Summit in Bletchley Park, I had the privilege of meeting with Elon Musk. And before then, I had met with Sam Altman, the founder of ChatGPT, on his trip to Nigeria. And all of this just opened my eyes to the fact that the risks of AI are, as they can be managed if young people, especially with their access to mobile phones and internet and technology, know how to use it right. So one of the key areas that I'm very excited about and interested in and working in, and in fact doing a PhD in, is artificial intelligence, safety, ethics, and governance. In fact, I'm currently a PhD fellow at the Nigerian Defense Academy, where my thesis is on the intersection of artificial intelligence and Nigeria's national and economic security. Wow. And so I'm interrogating subjects around predictive analytics, machine learning, and then of course Rise Networks is a full-on artificial intelligence organization where we're working around AI skills, AI education, research, and governance. So Makemation is an idea whose time has come. Makemation is a derivative word that came out of the making of automation, basically telling the story of evolution, out of Nigeria and Africa. And it's a beautiful, I mean, I'll let you get to the point where you get to ask me about the film. But
okay. Let me get a few questions after you.
Yeah. Ahead, so I think mine would sort of lean towards the film because for many of us, when we hear AI, the question, the fears is it's going to take over everything, and so the jobs that you won't have those jobs anymore. And we thought like the creative industries will be lost because AI is going to do everything. But here you are with your film showing that you can collaborate or work with. Could you help allay our fears? You know, we're sitting here, we're thinking maybe in a few years we won't have to sit down here anymore.
That's not true.
Yeah, so
that is not
help
true.
us? And then how can we, if it's not going to take our jobs away, how does it help make our jobs better?
See, it's not AI that'll take our jobs.
Okay.
It's the people that know AI that'll take our jobs. Okay. Because the most superior intelligence is still human intelligence. Robots still need to be trained based on data. I'll give you an example. Nigeria has more than 2,000 languages. And when you think about the fact that the highest number of ChatGPT users in the world live here in Nigeria, the question is how much data are we feeding into ChatGPT? When you think about generative AI, Midjourney and Runway, think about when you Google black woman from Africa, it's going to show you the picture of somebody covering her head, looking very poor, looking very dark. No. There is no way we're going to eliminate all the biases of artificial intelligence if we are not contributing to the conversation. We cannot continue to remain active consumers of technology without creating our own. And what excites me about Makemation is not when we say that it's the first feature film on artificial intelligence. In every ramification, this film is a combination of live footage and generative AI. You've seen our cast reveal online. It's the very first fully 100% generative AI cast reveal in this part of the world. 2 days ago, the Crown Prince Victoria of Sweden, in collaboration with the UNDP, came to host the UNDP AI Marketplace in the UNDP Innovation Center in Lagos, and Makemation was the creative economy project, you know, in that UNDP AI Marketplace. And the reason why Makemation is important is because storytelling is very powerful. I personally believe, and in the course of my research, realized that the sector that will be most disrupted and very fast by artificial intelligence is the creative economy. About 5 or 6 out of the songs of Makemation, we have a full original soundtrack, by the way, and shout out to Timi Dakolo and Daria Talade, you know, who both contributed songs to Makemation. But 6 out of those songs were wholly, AI generated songs from even the songwriting. You're going to see robots walking on corridors inside Makemation. You're going to see.
Talking about that, let's show the clip before I come to the other ladies. Let's watch the clip.
We stand.
I can change my future.
I can change my future.
My name is Arasa Dengi. My father is a welder and my mother sells akara. So I have no choice but to hustle and actually make it.
See, if we enter this school, our food don't done with that though.
Oh my god, did she just say that Makemation is out?
Yes.
Check your spam.
You got it.
Is it compulsory to have a laptop?
Don't go to the school again. Zara!
This man will die.
Zara, wait till I do good. Wait till I do good. Where he take give you to me, Zara.
Fantastic. Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I have not met you before, but when I read your bio, I saw that you are really learning. You're learning a lot. You know, you've learned a lot, and you're still learning. And I love the fact that you jumping on trends and all. I would like to ask you this question: if you were to have an app with AI, what problem would you be using to solve?
It will clearly be education and healthcare. Those are my core areas of passion. Like, I'm Yoruba, I went to school in the north, and I'm saying this because you're very relatable to me.
Yeah.
If I wasn't promoting Makemation today, I would, I'm very big on the northern culture, and that's the reason why the protagonist of Makemation is Zara Sudangi.
Yeah.
I actually situated the story in northern Nigeria because I truly believe that Makemation will be the catalyst for us to have a new type of conversation for young girls in the north to go to school. Because I was Deputy Speaker of Students' Union in University of Jos in the early 2000s. And the only thing that I have going for me The only thing that has given me all the privileges and all the opportunities that I've had is not just because I'm a girl, it's because I'm educated. Many of the women we're seeing around the world, I'm seeing women demonstrate possibilities in unbelievable ways, and it's because education is such a level playing field. Now, you would ask me, why not cybersecurity? Why not product design? Why not 3D? Why not cloud computing? Why artificial intelligence? Because AI is dependent on, you know, the data. I mean, our conversations, our voice, our nuances. It's such a powerful technology that if we need to exploit as Africans, we need to put it in familiar channels of interaction.
Right.
Now, you would ask me, why make a film? Because I started my career doing the biggest youth programs in Nigeria, as you know, all over the country. Yeah. But I realized that talk doesn't cook rice. You need temperature to be able to cause for transformation within systems, to transform nations and communities and the lives of people. Now, if you do a conference of 5,000 people, they're going to come and feel temporarily inspired, but go back home to homes without running water, no electricity and all that. But this film is going to be watched by millions and millions of young people. And I believe that even from the cinemas, from the 18th of April next Friday, when Makemation opens all over Nigeria and all the cinemas, I know that parents are going to make decisions from that moment. This is we don't call it the tech family movie of the year as a joke. You can see that what we did was also very transgenerational. Young people, the best of both worlds, the OGs and the Gen Zs. You have Alinuhu representing the North, Choma Chukwuka is from the East, the Yoruba actors, Jide Kosoko, RMD, because we also want to speak to Nigeria's unity through this film.
Let me go on a verse. If I leave you, you will not let me.
I see that.
A very tiny short break. When we come back, I'll take the most question. Then we'll wrap up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. We still have Toyosi with us. Yeah, Nima had a question.
Okay, so just behind the scenes, you're talking about the realities of people, and I'm wondering what mindset would change when people watch this. There's a scene in the video where the girl was saying, is a laptop necessary? Some families can afford a laptop. Self-eroded values will come in and say, yeah, but I didn't die when I didn't have a laptop growing up. Why should my child have one? You know? So what exactly are you hoping changes within the homes? What is the movie going to achieve? Watching the movie entirely, what experience will it give people, you know, that will change mindsets? What is the
goosebumps. You can't. We did a private screening 2 weeks ago, and there's absolutely nothing that's going to help me recover from that experience. I left the room and I took a bow in my car and said, Father Lord, I want everything after this film. I don't want arrogance because I've never felt like a star. Parents are going to root for this film like never before. Young people, this is their film. This is the film that families need to go together to watch in cinemas because of the kind of important conversations we need to have. We now live in a country where we're all in the same space and all of us are on our mobile phones. Technology is eroding human communication within families. We need things that bring us together as a people. But when you ask me what I know that we're going to see, we're already seeing parents say, look, I didn't know it was this bad. Parents spend 3 years paying school fees for their children to study courses the children don't want to do, but end up coming back to start all over again because whether you like it or not, you cannot, there's a limit to which you can force things. And I like the point, you can force things on children. I like the point you made about, I didn't die when I didn't get it. I need Nigerian parents to know that we cannot face today's challenges with yesterday's knowledge. And we cannot project the failures of our past on the children of the future. My 9-year-old daughter is launching a second book in January. My 7-year-old son has made his second animation movie using Blender, DAZ, and Plotagon. That is the generation that we're competing with. I took him for a gamification conference and got him to speak to university students because in the next 10 years, he'll be able to access the same remote jobs that our university students are applying for, and he's going to get them because he's not going to have the encumbrances of school runs. Because this generation will not learn with textbooks and blackboards. They are the webinar generation. They are the virtual online courses generation. And the greatest gift that we can give our young people is education. We, however, know that people don't go to cinemas to go and learn. Cinemas are not universities or tertiary institutions or classrooms. So the idea was to juxtapose and balance entertainment with education in a way that leaves you completely enthralled by the time you are leaving cinema. So if you ask me one experience, goosebumps.
Yeah.
You are going to leave the place introspecting, like what did I just watch?
You know, I mean, look, we have to wrap up with you, but just give us daytime where and where we can watch it. Is it going to just Nigeria or outside the country?
18th of April, Easter weekend, Good Friday. Take your wife, son, daughter, take your husband, take your ex, take your enemies to pepper and ginger them. It's going to show in every single cinema around Nigeria.
Okay.
And it opens in the US, in the UK, Canada, and the Middle East in May 2025.
Okay.
Please watch it. It's not just another film. It's a film that we made with love, respect, and devotion. I like to say that we paid attention to extreme detail. We shot this film in never-before-seen locations, used the best equipment. And by the way, the highlight of Makemation is that this film was made by young people. Wow. You're going to see the scale and the scope of it, and you're going to think this is a Hollywood film. You've seen the teaser and the trailer already, right? You've seen the cast reveal already. The director is 29. The production manager is 25. One of the VFX artists on this film is 19 going on 20. I had young people working on this film who went to NYC camp from sets, right? I'm not a filmmaker. I work in AI. I understand technology policy and the nuances. I needed to collaborate with the best of the best from Nollywood. And the result of it is a phenomenal film that would be remembered 10, 20, 30, 40 years. It's not a film for temporary entertainment. It is deep. You know when they say oble, ocho,
we have to wrap up, but thank you very much, Toyosi. It was a pleasure having you. Wishing you the best. We're all going to be there to watch it.
Makemation.
We'll be there.
And the premiere, the futuristic first AI theme premiere in Nigeria.
Okay.
Wednesday, 16th of April. Strictly by invitation, but if you can find a way to join it online, it's better experienced. Now you don't want to miss it.
Thank you so much, Toyosi.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Okay, let's go on a very short break. When we come back, we'll bring in our next guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view